Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome. I hope some of you can come and join me live today for this motivating discussion. Today, I am talking about motivators for healing. Healing your body and healing your relationship with food and exercise that have nothing to do with your body size, that have nothing to do with weight. And with that, I'm going to talk about the other things that happen when you do restore your body to a healthy for you weight and when you do heal your relationship with food, or as you are healing your relationship with food. So wanting to be able to feel free around food, to be able to go out to eat at the last minute, to have drinks with friends, to be able to eat something out of routine, to allow yourself full days of rest whenever you want them, and even the physical goals of restoring your weight and getting back to a healthy for you weight so that you aren't cold all the time, so you get your period back and it can protect your fertility and your bones. These are all amazing and important goals. These physical and mental goals around food and weight that my clients and I set together are probably the big motivating factors right now for you, especially when or if you're starting your journey of healing your relationship with food. But the benefits of healing your relationship with food and allowing your body to heal, they don't stop there. They seep into so many other areas of your life. Why? Because when you heal your relationship with food and your body, what you are also doing is healing your relationship with yourself. When you heal your body and your relationship with food, you're also healing many other things, whether or not you even know it in the process. I know when I was on or starting my healing journey, I did not know that's what I was doing. I just knew that I wanted to be at a healthy place again in my body, and that I didn't want to live with all this fear and these anxieties and these spinning thoughts about my eating anymore. And so that's okay. But today, as I talk, I want you to ask yourself, which of these other things are you longing for? Which of these things do you really want to have in your life? When you allow your body to heal, and you do the work of healing your relationship with food, you will see improvements this is what we'll talk about today, in your relationships, in your energy levels, and the type of energy. In your relationship with money, you will see shifts in your career success and alignment with purpose, and a growing self-confidence. You'll also experience a decreased fear about gaining weight and less anxiety in general, which we are going to just tack on quickly at the end today. So I'm going to go through each of these things and explain why it is and what the connection is with the food and body healing journey. Now, I'm talking today from personal experience. However, I'm also talking from the things that my clients share with me about what they notice happening in other areas of their life as we are focusing on their goals around food or exercise. So every week, my clients and we set goals and specific strategies around their food or exercise patterns, and yet often they come back to me telling me a story of something else that's happened for them in their life, a shift that they've noticed somewhere else. So let's get to it. Let's break down these motivators for healing. And if you are here with me live, say hi in the chat and let me know if any of this is feeling inspiring or motivating to you, or if you if you can relate to something I say. So number one, your relationships. One of the biggest things that will happen when you heal your relationship with food is noticing an improvement in your relationships. Maybe not the relationships you have right now, but that's part of it. Being able to meet and strengthen and focus on relationships that you are meant to have. When I was in the throes of disordered eating, not only did I put my food rules and my exercise schedule above any social gatherings or above spending time with friends and family, which in and of itself did not allow me to grow and foster any kind of relationship. But I also had very little sense of knowing what I wanted. I didn't have the confidence to speak up for myself, to set boundaries for myself, or to ask for what I needed. And all those things led to relationships where I felt unheard, unseen, not connected, taken advantage of, and a lot of relationships that simply felt superficial. I felt like no one knew me. And these are the things that my clients come to me and say that they're experiencing as well in their relationships. Perhaps you can relate to some of this. Ask yourself, how do you feel about your relationships right now? So as you heal your relationship with food, you also strengthen your confidence in who you are. Because in this work, you are literally strengthening the neural pathways that ignite your ability to take care of yourself, to put your needs first, and to know your needs. Healing your relationship with food teaches you about your needs. Not only your body's needs for nourishment and rest, but you also learn about your needs in life, in relationships. So this confidence and this learning of your needs, that is what creates stronger, more connected relationships in your life. So in this work, and as you do the work of healing your relationship with food, and as you heal your body, you recognize that spending time with others fills you up more than your dieting and exercising does. And so slowly you begin to spend more time with others, which will obviously improve the relationships in that way. But you will also feel greater connection in the relationships that you have because of your greater connection to yourself. You'll be able to be your best self so that you can be more there for others, as well as being able to ask for what you need and feel that connection on deeper levels. Okay, the next thing is energy. So after the initial phases of healing that your body will go through, where you will most likely feel more tired, yes, for reasons that I have explained in other videos, your body will get back to a place of natural energy, meaning you won't have these high surges of energy that feel anxious or out of control because they're being controlled by endorphins and stress hormones. And you also won't have these really severe full body crashes of fatigue, but rather you will start to notice you have a more sustained, calm, longer lasting, and more manageable feeling of energy. You'll be able to get through your day without the crazy highs or lows. And rather you have this feeling of coasting. You should also notice improved sleep. So often malnourishment, restriction, they cause a lot of havoc on your body's circadian rhythm and on the sleep hormones. Not to mention it keeps your thoughts spinning and spinning, which can create anxiety through the night. But as you heal your relationship with food and heal your hormones and your physical health as a result, those thoughts dissipate. Your hormones that are connected to stress levels that are affecting your sleep, they come back into balance, which all leads to greater sleep and more natural energy. Next thing, money. What does money have to do with disordered eating recovery and healing the body? Well, I have talked about the connection between disordered eating and money scarcity before, and how these two things are directly connected. When I struggled with disordered eating, I felt so much fear around spending money. But as you heal your relationship with food, and as you allow your body to come out of energy deficit, which I've spoke about before, you begin to feel more calm and confident around money as well. It's really as simple as that. Scarcity around food equates to scarcity around everything else, primarily money. It's a fascinating phenomenon. Once the body believes it has enough resources around, it comes out of scarcity mindset, which means your mind also begins to come out of scarcity mindset. And you stop fearing that there isn't going to be enough. enough money, enough resources, enough anything. You begin to feel less need to hoard money or save money. You don't feel the compulsions to grasp money. And you start to feel good about spending money on yourself, to treat yourself, to give yourself things that make you happy, to invest in yourself in things that you need or that are important to you. And as a result of all those things, you feel more filled up in life. You feel more abundant, more happy, more aligned. I am abundant. I have everything I need. These are the kinds of beliefs of safety that you strengthen as you strengthen your relationship with your body and food and yourself. So on that one, you feel more connected to your career, alignment with career and purpose and success in your life. So restriction around food is often directly connected to your beliefs about abundance in general, including success and career and self-worth. There's a direct physical and spiritual connection between your relationship with food and your relationship to your worth and your abilities. And when you don't believe that you are capable or allowed something, you can't attract it. So this is why in my coaching, we incorporate all the elements of your life. We don't just talk about the food or weight goals. We don't just talk about your exercise patterns. But we also do the soul searching, the internal work, the spiritual work too, because that's an essential piece of the puzzle in being able to heal your beliefs around food. As you are doing the work of healing your relationship with food and your body, you're also simultaneously doing the work of chipping away at these limiting beliefs that you have about yourself and your abilities and your worth. You are also rediscovering your true self. So this work, and the work I do with my clients, involves rediscovering what it is that you love. What do you love to do? What do you want to do? What is your purpose? For so long, food and exercise may have taken the place of your desires in life and have become your identity, or that's how it feels. But as you do the work of healing, we start to bring that real you back out. And you begin to feel a greater alignment with your passions, your dreams, and your desires. They all start to fire back up again. And you begin to feel back into what it feels like to be you. You start to shed those limiting beliefs. And you go back out there into the world with a confidence to get the success that you want. So those are some of the non-food and non-body related motivators to heal your body and to restore your weight and to do the work of healing your relationship with food and exercise. As I said, the benefits do not just stop at food freedom. They seep into all areas of your life, deeper areas of your life, because it's all connected. But you have to do the work, the physical work and the internal spiritual work to get these things. Now, in addition to these things I've talked about today, as you heal your body and come out of a scarcity diet mindset, you will also experience decreased anxiety and decreased fear of weight gain. And I know that sounds counterintuitive, and it may not be something you experience right away or with just a small bit of weight restoration, let's say. But once your body does finally feel safe and healthy again, or as it's beginning to feel safe, your fears of weight gain, your preoccupation with food, the counting of numbers and spinning thoughts, they start to melt away because your body starts to believe that it has what it needs and that it doesn't need to grasp. It doesn't need to save up. It doesn't need to seek protection. With a healthy body, you begin to experience peace of mind. So I hold this knowing for you and this belief for you that all these things that I've talked about today are possible for you too. You are no different than me or my clients or any woman or individual who has felt and experienced these shifts in their life. It just needs to begin with you asking yourself, what do I want? What do I want in life? And then seeing that vision, seeing and feeling into the day where you do feel confident, aligned, worthy, purposeful, connected to others, calm, and you do what you need to do to help yourself get there. And that involves doing the work of allowing your body to heal and to challenge your beliefs and fears around food or exercise or weight gain. And that involves having support through it, because it is a journey that requires someone by you, that requires support. So just to finish off, to summarize, healing your relationship with food is not only going to lead to greater freedom with food and exercise and your perception of your body, but it's going to take you so much further than you know. And you have all of that to look forward to. So, if you listen to this, let me know in the comments which of these things that we talked about today feel most motivating to you right now. Which of these feels most exciting? Which do you really want in your life? Let me know in the comments. If you have any questions for me, as always, send me a direct message. If you would like a free coaching session and you have not had one yet, we can talk about setting that up in our message. So reach out. You aren't alone, and there's so much out there for you. Bye, everyone.